So I've been really depressed lately, the past few days, and I've been spending a lot of time crying, a lot of time thinking about my life and just who I am and what I want and whether or not I'm doing what I should be doing. And I've been getting depressed lately because I've felt lonely, I felt like disconnected from people, and I've wondered, why am I struggling in my relationship with my girlfriend? Why is there this friction going on there? And I've been asking myself, why have I not been talking to my family? Why have they not been talking to me? I've been wondering, why don't I have any friends? Why does nobody seem to call me up or text me or want to hang out or anything? It's just I feel like I don't really get the things that would make me happy, which is companionship. And I was just wondering, why is that? And I remember that a lot of times what people tell you is that if you want to have friends, if you want to have a good relationship with people, if you want to receive that love from people, you have to reach out to them first. You have to, be the one to call up your family and your friends and keep that relationship together. And if you want somebody to really care about you in a relationship, you got to be the one to, make the relationship work and show that you want it. So when I ask myself, why don't I have those relationships with those people that I want to have, I have to then go back to that. And it's been hard for me because I want to say, why? Why should I do anything? Why should it be up to me? And, there's a point that I reached after all of this depressing moments, or after all of this reflection and deep thinking and crying, bawling my eyes out, I realized that it's because of just that I wasn't doing what I need to do. And I'm not. So I felt the weight of all of this hit me, and I realized that it's my fault, that I'm not doing my part. And what you can take away from this, what we can all learn from this, is that whatever it is that you want out of your life that you're not doing, it's because you haven't owned up to it or taken the responsibility for it. And as much as you want to protect your ego, as much as you want to say, I'm pretty sure I'm doing everything I can, truth is that maybe you're not. But that, I guess, leads to a more difficult challenge, because you're like, well, if I'm not doing everything I can, and I think I am, then how do I get to the point where I'm able to do more? Because maybe it's just not possible. Maybe you don't have what it takes. Maybe I don't have what it takes to do all those things that I need to do. Maybe I'm just not powerful enough. Maybe I just don't have the will to do those things, because it's just, life is hard and I'm struggling to manage what I have. So to add those more responsibilities to my life is just going to be difficult, and I don't know if I can do it. It might be true that the reason that you're not getting the things that you want out of your life is because you're burning those bridges. You might not even realize it, but it's possible that you could be ruining any chance that you have to get the things that you want, even though you want them, even though you think you're doing all that you can, even though you think you're doing the right thing. It might be that you're blinded so much by an idea that you have. It might be that you're just thinking too much about everything and you're not actually doing what you should do. So in a way, it's possible that you might be ruining your life, or you might be ruining the chance to get the things that you want out of your life. And I'm starting to realize that with, the relationships that I was talking to you about. But this can be applied to anything, really. If you have an idea of something that you've always wanted to do with your life, if you have a dream for yourself, and it's just not moving fast, it's just going so slow, it just seems like you're dragging yourself through life and you're not actually stepping up and actually getting what you want, it might be because you just don't have what it takes right now. You're not doing everything that you can, and just by that fact, you're sacrificing any chance that you have to actually get that. You're ruining it. And you can't let yourself fall into this pit. You can't let yourself get behind and suffer because of your own lack of will and ability. And kind of a crazy thing to think about, the fact that you wake up and you realize that it's on you. you realize that the reason why things aren't going the way you want them to in your life is because you ruined the chance at all this, that it's your responsibility. And when you wake up to this, it's hard to swallow. It's really hard to swallow. I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit that I was ruining my life, but when you really do admit it, when you do swallow that pill, you kind of get the whole weight of everything to just collapse on top of you, and it sucks. I know that a lot of people talk about this kind of shift in their way of thinking and their perception of themselves and their life, as they say that it's something that's spiritual, and I kind of get that. I kind of get what people mean when they talk about that, and how, you know, maybe in their religion they would say that they give themselves up to God and they show their mercy to God, and that God shows their mercy on them or whatever. I don't really get it all completely, but that kind of stuff makes a little bit of sense to me. Like, there is something real going on when you have these moments where you break down. That's really what happened to me, is I broke down and I realized kind of what a piece of shit I am. It's kind of a harsh thing to say that you're a piece of shit, but it's kind of true in a way that, you know, you might realize that you're a little bit pathetic and weak, and that's really what it is. It doesn't mean, you know, I don't want you to say that about yourself, and it's not a good thing to say, because it lowers your self-esteem. It makes you lower your self-worth, and, you know, that kind of thing. Calling yourself a piece of shit, calling yourself a loser, saying you're pathetic is something that can, you know, kind of get rid of all the hope that you have for yourself. So it's a difficult thing to juggle, you know, reaching this point where you can kind of get that you have to be responsible, and kind of get that it is on you and that you're not really doing everything you can, realizing that you're falling short, but still you have to juggle that with the idea that you have to still have hope, you have to still try, you have to still have that confidence in yourself and believe in yourself enough to continue. That way you don't quit, that way you don't give up, that way it doesn't lead you to being destructive in your life, to, you know, making poor decisions or killing yourself. I know that's real. I know that's really, it's really dark and real, though, to say something like that. But I mean it when I say that. I think it's really hard to manage this kind of rush of emotions, this feeling, because, you know, some people can't do this. Some people can't do this because they don't have the strength to deal with the weight of everything. And a lot of people might take this situation and say, I'm a piece of shit, I'm pathetic, and put a gun to their head. And that's real. It exists. And I'm not one of those people. Like, I'm proud to say that I have enough strength to keep myself from going crazy, to keep myself from giving up on life. But I still have to deal with these emotions. I still have to deal with the feeling, the gravity of this entire situation, and my awakening and my realization of my own ability to change things in life, my own power over myself and over my own situation. And that if I don't step up to that power, if I don't step up to do what I have to do, then I'm gonna fall short. I'm gonna fall flat on my face, and it's just gonna get worse. So pick yourself up when you get like this, when you feel the gravity of the situation, when you really feel the weight of everything, about feeling pathetic, about realizing that, you know, you are doing things that aren't best for yourself, when you realize that it's possible that you are actually ruining any chances you have of getting to where you want, then that's the moment, that's the critical moment of you hitting rock bottom. That's the moment of you having this life-changing realization that you have to change, that you have to do something, and you need to take advantage of this moment. You need to care for it and do everything you can to fix things, do everything that you can to make sure that you resolve the issue. Do not let this issue go unresolved. Do not ignore your feelings. Do not do that. I've been feeling a lot of things recently, which have made me a little bit depressed. So I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share with you the little bit of things that I just said. I'm still kind of recovering from the situation. I've been kind of miserable the past few days, so hopefully, we can get back on track, pull ourselves together, and enjoy life. And I look forward to making more positive videos, more uplifting things that we can talk about, the great things about life, the beautiful things, how we can change the world, how we can make ourselves better, and we can get back into that mindset. But right now, this is just a part of life. We have the seasons of summer and the seasons of winter, and right now it's winter. It's tough. It's a struggle. Things like this happen. We gotta deal with the things in life that bring us down and that are hard to get through. But we'll get through this. So looking forward to making some more good videos. Positive, uplifting, motivating stuff. So we'll get to that later. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Kenneth Stahl, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook. Thanks for watching.